Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. So it's been a while since my last video. Some of you have got in touch with me and said, Aid, where are you? It's always nice to be missed, so thank you for that. I'm still here. I've just been very busy with life. My son is now, let me put it this way, the teenage years and hormones are kicking in, truly kicking in. So I've been dealing with that. Also my mother's been in and out of hospital, that's been difficult to deal with, etc, etc. But also, on a more positive note, much of my time now is dedicated to the one-to-one sessions that I have with many of you. And I'm very happy to have helped many of you on your paths to recovery. Okay, if you would like a one-to-one session with me, the easiest way is still through email. Okay, if you want my email address, ask me on YouTube and I'll give it to you. Okay, so this video is just a catch-up and to let you know what's coming up on my channel, and then we'll do a couple of Q&As. Alright, so what's coming up on my channel? As I say, I've been having one-to-one sessions with many of you now for some time, and now I have a lot of you are regular clients, and it's all going very well. Now during these, it's become apparent to me that there are many reoccurring characteristics that run throughout the tinnitus community, and also there are certain behaviours that seem to be common problems, common behaviour, and which leads to common issues that hold or hinder people from getting on and staying on their path to recovery. Questions I always get asked in one-to-ones, always get asked straight away is, Aid, how did you get better? Aid, how do I get better? Aid, how long did it take you to get better? Aid, how long will it take me to get better? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to be putting up a series of videos on my channel under the banner of starting your path to recovery from first steps to the end of your journey. And in these, I'm going to give advice on, and it's just my advice, alright? I'm going to give advice in a sequenced way of what I consider to be helpful steps and methods to help you start on your journey and hopefully keep you on that path to full recovery. Okay, there's also going to be within this series videos on advice on what not to do and things that can hold you back and how to avoid falling back and off of your path to recovery. Okay, so that is what's going to be coming up on my channel, so I hope you're going to find these useful. Alright, so on to a couple of Q&As, and the first question is from Tripwire Guy. And Tripwire Guy, your question is, hi Aid, my tinnitus is really very low now since I started using the methods you and Julian speak about. Just turn this down a little bit. Okay. Using the methods you and Julian speak about, and I also thank you for the hypnosis and audio files you sent me. They have helped me. Although now I feel I don't need to continue with them, using them every week. My question is really for a friend of mine who has tinnitus, who went to see his doctor, and his doctor told him he should start wearing ear defenders and earplugs to protect his ears during the day. I have told him about what you and Julian say can help you to get better, but he says it won't work for him. What's your view on wearing earplugs, as I seem to remember you saying it was not a good idea? Right. Okay. Hello, Tripwire guy. Okay, so firstly, I'm happy to hear you're on your path to recovery. Also, if you don't feel you need to continue with the audio files, this is a positive indication to me that you're getting better, alright, and making progress. So only use them if you feel you need to. You can always go back to them if you feel you need to. Okay, so but that's positive news to me. The fact that you're telling me you don't feel you need to use them every week anymore is positive. You're clearly getting better, and you say your tinnitus is very low, so great. Okay, ear defenders. Only time you need to put on ear defenders is when you're going to be exposed to excessively loud noise, like pneumatic drills, sirens, any environment where the noise is excessive, where it could damage your hair cells. If you have a job where you work, say in an assembly line or a factory, and the environment has constant loud noise, such as an assembly line or something like that, then yes, ear defenders are a good idea. However, from your email that you wrote me, as you go into a little bit more detail, however, from your email, it sounds like your doctor is saying wear ear defenders, or your friend's doctor is saying wear ear defenders just to go about your normal day. That's ridiculous. Who wants to walk around with ear defenders on their head all day? Alright? You don't need to do that. As I say, the only reason you need to wear ear defenders is if you're working in a noisy environment all the time, or you know you're going to be exposed to extremely loud noise. When I work on a motorcycle engine, I will wear ear defenders, okay? But you don't need to wear them all the time. Now, earplugs are even worse. They are not a good idea. Alright? Now, because earplugs, because somebody with tinnitus, if they're given the advice to wear earplugs, they're much more likely to wear earplugs because they're small and inconspicuous, and you could go around your normal day wearing them and nobody would know, right? So that's more of an issue, I think, being told to wear earplugs, and it is not a good idea, right? If you wear earplugs all the time, two things are going to happen. Number one, the sound of the tinnitus will just be concentrated within your head, because tinnitus is created by the brain and not your ear, alright, or your ears. It's created by your brain. So if you wear earplugs, all that's going to do is make the tinnitus sound louder, not less, louder, because you're concentrating it within your head. Number two, if you're wearing earplugs all the time, your brain will focus on this sound because it's concentrated now. It will focus on this, the sound of your tinnitus, whatever it may be, and it will tune into it, and this will hinder your mind from reprioritising the sound into the background, into your subconscious, which is what we want to happen. Alright, so my advice to your friend is please do not start wearing earplugs all the time. This will have the opposite effect of what you're looking for, and what you want to happen is to get better. Wearing earplugs in your ears all the time will not help you do this, it will do the opposite. Alright, so I hope your friend takes that advice. Okay, you can only give advice and see if he takes it, but that's my advice. Okay, right, next question is from Lucy Stafford. Hi Aid, I'm new to your channel. I watched your video and was so pleased to learn that you no longer hear tinnitus. Watching your videos has given me the confidence to start my own path to recovery, knowing it's possible to recover fully like you and David Lamb. My question is, I see a lot of people saying that herbs like ginkgo biloba, and certain foods can help me recover from tinnitus. What do you think? Thanks, Lucy. Okay, Lucy, thanks for your kind words. Okay, so my opinion on these herbs and spices is, don't waste your money. I've never seen or experienced any significant improvement with any of them, including ginkgo biloba. Some of those that I've spoken to that have tried them said they had a small improvement, but my view on taking them was, even the people that said they had a small improvement, my view is that this was probably much more of a placebo effect going on more than anything, and they all reverted back to mindset methods to really start making any improvements. As for food, this is something I've spoken about many times, and I'm guessing you've probably looked at the other guy's channel about food. Do I think eating certain foods and not eating others can make a difference? Yes, to a degree. Okay, for instance, I seem to find a high protein, low carbs as a general dietary approach is the best way to go. But having said that, I'm totally convinced that the true path to a sustained long-term recovery is mindset. Alright? Tinnitus is a neurological condition. Alright? It's a neurological condition. The mind, the brain. The brain is pliable, neuroplasticity. So although I think diet plays a part, it's a part, in my opinion, what enabled me and the people that I talk to find their path to recovery is, the biggest factor is mindset. Okay, still. Changing the way our brains perceive the tinnitus, reprioritise it, tinnitus into subconscious to the point where you're not hearing it at all, as is with myself. I don't hear it anymore. Mindset is the most important factor to a path to recovery. So that's my opinion. And the last question, quick question, is from my old friend Pete. Okay, Pete, your question is, hi Aid, long time no see. I haven't been in touch for a long time, as my tinnitus has all but gone now. Great. I know you don't hear your tinnitus at all anymore, although you say you still have the condition. That's where I think I am. I don't hear it at all during the day, but in a silent room, it's still just about noticeable. My question is, will this eventually disappear completely, as I'm thinking of going back to using white noise to shroud this when I'm in a silent room? When I'm in a silent room, my brain does not pick up on the sound again. I'm thinking of going back to using white noise to shroud this. I see. To shroud this when I'm in a silent room, so my brain does not pick up on the sound again and start to focus back on it. I see. Right, I get what you're saying. So what do you think? Right. So what you're really saying is, should you go back to using white noise to try and get rid of this small remaining amount of tinnitus that you have, this low-level tinnitus? Should you go back to using white noise to get rid of it? Okay, Pete. Good to hear from you. Right, my answer, should you go back to using white noise again, is absolutely not. Okay, no. please don't go back to using white noise. Alright, it will be completely counterproductive. If you're only hearing your tinnitus in a silent room, and even then it's only at a very low volume, as you say, it's just about noticeable, this is excellent progress from where you were. This shows that you've travelled far down on your path to recovery, so you're making excellent progress. Why mess it up? And to answer your other question, will it disappear completely? It's perfectly possible that this can happen, but what would hinder this happening is, and this is very important, if you start to shroud the minimal tinnitus with white noise, all this will do is not allow your brain, as with the other questions, is not allow your brain to continue to reprioritize the sound into the background and into your subconscious, and that's what we want to continue. So please don't go back to using white noise. You don't need to. Alright? The methods we've discussed have worked well for you. So please keep on your path that you're already on with these, and don't start playing white noise into your head again. You've come a long way. My advice is, you're in a good place, so my advice is, you've come a long way. Don't be impatient to get to the end and stumble. Okay, so don't start playing white noise again, Pete. No. Okay, that's it. I hope to have the new videos in the series starting your path to recovery up soon. Hopefully you're going to find them useful. It's going to be a bit of a different format to my usual videos, so these are going to be a series of videos of how to, from start to finish, how to get on start your path to recovery, your first steps, your journey through to the end. Okay. Best wishes, everyone. I will see you again soon. Bye bye.